Ladies and gentlemen, happy Chinese New Year and welcome to our very special festival party today. It is really, really great to see you and thanks for taking the time out to join us. So I'm Andy, your host, Head of Global PR here at Wendy Wu Tours. And you know what? I am super excited about what's coming up in this party today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our special party today would not be complete without one very special lady. A lady who 26 years ago set about organising her first tour to China, the very start of Wendy Wu Tours. Now one of the world's most influential travel people in the UK, Australia and New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wendy Wu. So Wendy, 2020, what a completely unexpected and challenging year. Now, as a leader in the travel industry, I know 2020 was bad, but were there any bright moments from the year?
Yes, Andy. I believe that 2020 would be remembered as the year of COVID. Let me recount the highlights from the very beginning. I remember in January, when COVID first hit, at that time, just China, I was invited to BBC to give the expert insight to the ever-changing and evolving COVID impact and the situation to the world of travel. And then afterwards, I was invited to be on for 3 more times, including one last month. So they were my highlights. And then the next thing happened is COVID all of a sudden started to impact all the rest of the world. All the borders start closing down. I remember distinctively in March, all of a sudden, the whole world is shutting. And our very, very hard-working operation team here and at the destination started work day and night to repatriate all our customers over the world. To first and foremost, to get them safely onto the earliest flight to get home. But even more important and equally important, because all the flights, so many are cancelled. So therefore, we actually work hard to bring them back. But while they are still at the destination, we work hard to make sure they still have the best time, well looked after. And I want you to know, I'm so proud. All the customers come back safely and they write breathing report to say how happy they were. They were under our care. We did a good job to look after them. That's another highlight. Then, travel. As you know, the whole world was devastated. Everybody's life was impacted. And the travel is the most devastating and the most hit. But travel industry is very resilient. And many companies are very strong. For example, us. We stayed strong. Once again, our hardworking and expert team worked day and night, hard as ever, with the destination and with everything. And we continue to improve the tour, make the best can be, make it even more enjoyable, make it safe, so that when you can go back, it will be perfection. And that was something we did. And you can see here's all the ranges of brochure to all the different destinations. And that is Southeast Asia, Latin America, India, Japan, and Central Asia, and China, all of that. If you have not got one, please order one because they are so rare and precious. Now, the next one, it is the entire industry did not sit still or weather away either. Even though during this hard year, no one traveled. And we had to cancel all the tours as well. And yet, that the travel industry still worked hard and encouraged each other, and we still put on a fabulous Oscar of the industry, which is the Global Travel Award. It just happened. And joining that Global Travel Award, we, Wendy Wu Tours, won for the 12th consecutive year as the best specialist tour operator. And you can see there's so many. That's the Global Travel Award, and over there behind the ND as well. So we are the best specialist tour operator, and we are so proud. So that's another high moment. And just recently, not only in the industry, and I do believe as the most hit and the kind of suffered industry, the whole of the country is supporting the industry. So therefore, that the wonderful British Travel Award still happened, and millions of people actually voted. And once again, I want to say that we are so proud that we have won the best exported touring company and the best East Central Asia tour company and the best Southeast Asia touring company. So that's 3 great big awards we won only recently. And thank you so much for voting for us. That's another highlight. But that's not all. And my biggest and gratitude and thank you is actually go to our repeat customers. As I mentioned, when COVID just hit, our customer everywhere, and you put your trust and in our hands. Allow us to work hard to bring you back and give you the best experience when you are there. And thank you for all the praising letters and email and all of that. Thank you. That means so much to us. Also, that after we had to close all the tours for your safety and have to cancel everything and put the operation to hold. Thank you once again that you changed your departure date from the 2020 to the end of 2020 to 2021. And one now, the spring is coming and you see the border is still not open. You moved your tour again to the end of 2021 and 2022. We are so grateful for your faith and for your trust and for your fantastic support. Thank you so much. And also for the new friends you are here today joining our party. And we thank you for your time and thank you. Give us once again your support as well. For all of that, I believe and I strongly feel you all deserve the best holiday. Once this is out, we will really give you the best tour. And as our repeat customer, you know this is what we do. That's why you come with us again and again. For all the new friends and repeat customer, that's our promise. That Wendy Wu Tours will never be satisfied until you travel with us once, but come back again and again with us. So, I think these are the highlights, Andy.
Well, yeah, actually quite a lot of highlights there, Wendy. Thank you. So many, magic and bright moments from 2020. Really, really many. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new year now. We're in 2021. 2020 is finished. We're over it. 2020, ladies and gentlemen, was the year of the rat in Chinese New Year. We're done with that. We're done with the rat. See this rat? This rat is finished. We're getting rid of the rat. 2020 is gone. Say goodbye, Wendy.
Bye-bye. Could not wait.
Yeah, we can't wait. And I'm sure you can't wait either to see the back of this person. So, see you. Adios. It was good, but you're finished.
Yes.
That's what we do with the rats. Now, Wendy, New Year, Chinese New Year, 2021. What is symbolic about 2021 and what creature are we looking at for 2021?
Does everybody know? 2021 is the year of ox, the hard-working, cultivating, and sowing the seeds for the new beginning. That is the 2021.
So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, 2021, a new year, new beginnings, as you said there, Wendy. But Wendy, tell me, are we going to be traveling this year?
Andy, 2021, a new beginning. Right now, UK's vaccination program is so impressive. And all of the world, every country is embracing it. It's very much possible. With all of that and the whole world working together, then it is, we hope and we believe that in autumn, we may be able to travel again. And Andy, right now, it is the festival party. We are all here for the party. So everybody, please join us and just forget about everything else. Let us to take you on a journey of these wonderful countries to the faraway, distant land. Let us to say Happy New Year, and Andy will show you what's coming.
So, ladies and gentlemen, coming up for you today, while we're taking you to the destination that you are here for and looking at the highlights of this incredible region and all those authentic experiences that you'll enjoy there. We're taking you on a spectacular journey on one of our flagship tours. Plus, we are going to be venturing off the beaten track to some of those lesser known traveled areas. Now, at the end of this section, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best part. This is when the party really begins. You'll be invited to join our team of travel experts in our special party room. Now here you can ask our specialist team any question that you want to. You'll find out more about these fascinating countries and all of your favourite tours with Wendy Wu Tours. Now, as the UK's #1 specialist travel company, of course, as our repeat customers know so very well, we have the most amazing offers, such as free flights worldwide, free single supplements to many countries. And remember, at any time during the party, if you want to ask a question, then just hit the chat option on the Zoom and you can ask away, ask any question that you want to throughout. So now, the moment you've been waiting for. Yes, it's here. Case packed, passports ready? Are you ready? Let's travel.
Gentlemen, my name's Sandra Foreman from Wendy Wu Tours, and thank you so much for joining me for this presentation on Southeast Asia, which really is a wonderful destination and certainly one of my favourite. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Southeast Asia. It's the third most populous geographical region in the world, and Southeast Asia is a destination that really does have it all. It's got the paradise beaches, the tranquil temples, sensational food, and really everything in between. It's also incredibly fun and easy to explore, and it's a fast changing country with that exciting range of historical sites, cultural activities and experiences that really will appeal to every sort of traveller. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Southeast Asia. Its population is more than 655 million, which is about 8.5% of the world's population. And Southeast Asia is tucked between India in the west and China in the north, hence the name Indochina applied to much of the region, and India and China were also Southeast Asia's primary cultural influences. So it's a wonderful destination to explore. So I'm going to take you through a journey of one of our top tours. So I'm going to share with you some of the highlights of this very popular tour of Southeast Asia, and it's our Indochina Delight 17-day tour. Now this covers 3 countries. You'll explore Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia, and it features the wonderful Halong Bay, Luang Prabang and the temples of Angkor, and we really do have all of the sites covered in this tour. So our tour starts, ladies and gentlemen, in Saigon, once named Ho Chi Minh City, and this exuberant city is driving Vietnam forward into the modern world. But it's also a treasure trove of the fascinating heritage and one of the most popular cities for that cosmopolitan street life and French colonial heritage, which is quite fascinating, dating back to the period of the French occupation. So what you'll see here is the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is influenced by the French design, the Central Post Office, and you'll see the very impressive War Remnants Museum, which today seamlessly mixes the old with the new, and you can wander through the timeless alleys to really soak up that atmosphere and visit the temples before catching up with the present in some of the designer malls which are located beneath the sleek skyscrapers. We'll visit the picturesque province of Bến Tre, which is situated along the mighty Mekong River, which cuts right through the heart of Southeast Asia. The Mekong River is such a fascinating area to explore. It actually flows through 6 different countries, and it harbours an astonishing array of wildlife, landscapes and culture along its banks. It's the 12th largest river in the world and stretches 2,700 metres, joining multiple countries together. The river has great diversity and cultures and ethnic groups that flow through the river. Now 60 million people depend on the Mekong for their primary source of income, and it really is the life and blood of the region. And Cambodia and Vietnam especially are reliant on the Mekong, and its changing conditions. Between 70 and 80% of the people depend on the river for their main source of protein, and it is the largest inland fishery in the world, so it really is a fascinating place to explore. And along the daily life of these waterways, you'll travel by the traditional sampan boat, and you'll get a real insight into the daily life on the Mekong Delta. We'll then have the opportunity to explore those famous Coochie tunnels and learn about the history and the fascinating elaborate network of excavation used by the Viet Cong, and it's very intriguing. You'll have a demonstration and learn about the tactics that were used during the Vietnamese War. If you'd like to, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get the opportunity to crawl through the immense network of connecting underground tunnels, and these were central to the war's strategic operation, used as a hiding spot during the combat. You will get to see the armoury, the weapons that the troops used during this conflict. And like on all of our Wendy Wu tours, you will really get the best immersive experiences to get close to the locals and the history and the culture of these wonderful destinations that we travel to. And then on to Hoi An, and this is a UNESCO listed enchanting town, and you'll explore this town on a walking tour. It's full of character. It's a beautiful old fishing port which is now known for its canals that reach out to the ancient streets and out to the beaches. And Hoi An has a distinctive blend of culture, wonderful cuisine, religion, architecture, and it retains the feel of centuries past. It's got a mix of era and styles, from the wooden Chinese shop houses and the temples, the Vietnamese tube houses, and we visit here also the spectacular iconic Japanese covered bridge. We'll have the opportunity to meet with the local community and really get involved in their culture and some of the experiences that are taking place in these destinations. We'll visit Hoi An, just outside of Hoi An, and learn about the local cuisine, the traditional methods of farming, and the abundance fresh produce grown here, and also about the different exotic Vietnamese produce. And you'll have a wonderful fresh lunch on the farm and see a cooking demonstration here. And as we're talking about food, ladies and gentlemen, the food on your Wendy Wu tour is fantastic. It's all inclusive, so you'll have your breakfast, lunch and your evening meal, and you really will have sensational food experiences. You'll have the real cultural experiences of that Vietnamese and Khmer food, and the food is a huge part of enjoying the tour also. And then a real jumping off point, and one of the most spectacular, stunning places to visit, and a real precious jewel of the north, is Halong Bay. And Halong Bay is famous for its almost 2,000 limestone, and they are the unique rock sculptures that jut dramatically from the waters, and numerous grottos have created an enchanting, timeless world of underground caves on the island. It's classified as one of the world's UNESCO heritage sites and also the new 7 wonders of nature. It really is breathtaking as you sail into the mouth of the bay, those clear blue emerald waters as you're looking out onto the horizon. And then in the evening we'll prepare a wonderful freshly made dinner for you as you can sit on deck and enjoy a drink, a cocktail, and you'll spend the night on the waters. And we'll rise early to see a beautiful sunrise, and it harbours some of the most stunning scenery in Vietnam. And again, you'll want your camera at the ready to take some of the most wonderful images and photographs to bring back to share these memories with your family and with your friends. And then we'll explore Hanoi on an exhilarating cyclo ride through Hanoi's Old Quarter, and you'll see the colourful colonial buildings, the bustling streets, and explore this very graceful home of cultural treasures, art galleries. It has got that ancient and modern feel, has Hanoi, and here you'll also experience a wonderful local delicacy, which is egg white coffee called Kapu Trung. And we'll take you to a spectacular open air performance celebrating the rich history and beauty of northern Vietnam. And this is the quintessence of Tonkin Show, and it's staged entirely on water. And every day on your Wendy Wu tour there's something new to look forward to, and really so exciting as you travel every day through these tours. You'll take a short flight to Luang Prabang. We'll rise early to view a Tag Bat. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a Buddhist ceremony. And again, very interesting to experience these ceremonies. And then we'll go on and climb the Thu Hills for the most wonderful views of the city. And here we'll visit a Buddhist temple located on the northern tip of the peninsula of Luang Prabang, and it's one of the most important of Laos monasteries and remains a significant monument in the spirit of religion, royalty, tradition and art. And there's over 20 structures on the grounds, including same shrines, pavilions, residents, and in addition there's lovely gardens in this area and flowers and shrubs, trees to explore. And we'll take a boat cruise along that mighty Mekong River, and you'll travel up to the sacred caves of Pako Yu. And these caves are known for the hundreds of miniature Buddha sculptures that reside within the laid out areas of the walls and the shells, and the Buddhas take many different positions, including meditation, teaching, peace, rain, reclining, and we'll visit the local villages in this area. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll visit those enchanting Karamasai waterfalls, and you can take a swim in the rivers right next to the falls, and they are truly, truly stunning and beautiful to visit. There are 3-tiered waterfall, and the falls begin in shallow pools atop a steep hillside, and they lead down to the main fall with a 60-metre cascade, and the water collects in the numerous turquoise blue pools as it flows downstream. So a wonderful area to have some relaxation as well. And we'll also visit the Okpok Tok Weaving Centre, and this is where you'll see the traditional arts and the traditional crafts taking place. And we'll also witness that local Bake ceremony. And our journey then will take us to the most breathtaking temples of Angkor Wat and the atmospheric tap room. Now, this area is a must visit. It is the magnificent, best preserved and most awe-inspiring insight to all of the Angkor treasures. They're on one of the world's largest religious structures on a site measuring 162 hectares, and they were originally constructed as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu for the Khmer Emperor, and they've been gradually transformed into Buddhist temples towards the end of the 12th century. New temples and ruins are being discovered nearly every year, and it really is quite an adventure to meander through the temples of Angkor, and you really can't describe the atmosphere that you'll experience until you are absolutely there and truly immersed in these wonderful temples. And then in the evening, we'll take a wonderful cruise along Angkor's moat. As the sun sets, we'll float along Angkor Thom by boat and really soak up that atmosphere and have the most stunning views. And this is established in 1998. This is a community workshop that teaches the unique arts of painting, silk weaving, wood and stone carvings. And this is the traditional Cambodian styles that the young people are learning and taking place. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have the experience of really understanding that local culture and the areas that we visit. And then as this tour comes to an end, ladies and gentlemen, you'll enjoy a cruise on the lake, visiting the local floating villages and really observe the way of life and the culture of the locals in this fascinating region. And you'll end the tour with a wonderful farewell dinner with our fabulous guides as you bid farewell to Southeast Asia. I really do hope you've enjoyed an insight into our Indochina Delights tour, and thank you for your time today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how are you enjoying today's show? Hasn't it been extraordinary? Already we've travelled on one of our flagship tours, and that's not the end of it. We're going to be doing lots more travelling as well, because we love travelling. I love travelling, and I know you love travelling too. And here at Wendy Wu Tours, that's what it's all about. It's all about travelling. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this section, we've got the party room. That's coming up. And here in the party room, you'll get to talk to our travel experts. They can't wait to hear from you. You'll be able to find out all about this incredible region. Ask lots of questions. So do stick around to the end of the show for that. Now, like I said, we love traveling and we can't wait to travel again. And that's what we're going to do right now. Here at Wendy Wu Tours, we have got lots and lots of different tours and lots of different touring styles as well, as you'll see if you read the brochure and look at our website. So now we're going to go back to the destination, but this time we're going off the beaten track, and we're going to see some of those lesser known traveling areas.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're well and thank you for joining me again to share some highlights of our amazing tour Classic Mekong for a 17-day adventure. And this tour starts in Cambodia, flying into Siem Reap, which is that bustling, charming town, and it's the gateway to the temples of Angkor. And we'll fly then to Phnom Penh, Cambodia's charming capital, before we take our 3-night downstream river cruise on our brand new ship Victoria Mekong. And I'm really excited to share some of the imagery of our ship with you today. We'll disembark Victoria Mekong in Can Tho, and then we'll go on to discover the vibrant Saigon, the charming Hoi An and the countryside. We'll fly to Vietnam's capital Hanoi with the fast pace, the very graceful city, and we'll have then the spectacular views of Halong Bay, and we'll go on to explore the Hanoi's old quarter before we end this tour in the company of our tour guides for a wonderful farewell dinner. Now, our fabulous tour will include the things you really want to see, including those vibrant cities, the enchanting coastlines and the delectable cuisine, and so much more. Now, our journey starts with the breathtaking sight of Angkor Wat, and it truly is an awesome sight, and you really have to be there to appreciate the sight and the atmosphere of the Angkor temples. They are absolutely amazing, and there's thousands of temples and more still being discovered in this area, and they are the best preserved and most awe-inspiring temples and site of the Angkor treasures. And you'll get the opportunity to meander and adventure through Taproom. And as the sun sets, we'll float along Angkor's moat and soak up the atmosphere and the stunning views. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opportunity here to take some wonderful imagery and photographs for you to come back and share these memories with your friends and your family. And then we'll spend time visiting Cambodia's charismatic capital, Phnom Penh, which sits on the banks of the Mekong. And here we'll take a cyclo to the heart of the city, where we'll visit the Royal Palace. And the Royal Palace, the Silver Pagoda, and this is the official residence of the King. And within this complex, you'll find the priceless Buddhas and also a floor covered in 5,000 silver tiles. We'll also visit the elegant National Museum, where you'll pursue the treasures in this complex. Now, Cambodia and Phnom Penh emerged from a tragic past to become one of Asia's most charming destinations, with its beautiful old colonial cities and its undiscovered beaches. And you'll get an insight here to the tragic past when we visit the Tuol Sleng Museum in the Killing Fields. And this is really quite it's quite a moving, sad area to visit, but it is surprisingly very peaceful setting where the 17,000 civilians were killed and buried. And then one of my favourite parts of this tour is when we go on to board our brand new ship, who made her maiden voyage just in December 2019, and I was really fortunate to be on that voyage on Victoria Mekong. She is a 4-star spacious, indulgent ship, and you will enjoy the wealth of activities, comfort and service on board. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the ship. She is the newest Mekong River cruise in this area, and we do tour on the most unique tour routes. We'll explore off-beaten track, and you'll get off the ship with some of the shore excursions to places that we have never visited before. You'll avoid the crowds, and it really is an awesome experience. The cabins on board, we have 33 deluxe cabins and 2 VIP suites. Now, the deluxe cabins are very spacious at 25 square metres. They're modern, of a contemporary design, with that full walk-in rainforest shower. And what I really loved about this is the full-size balcony that you can sit out on and enjoy a glass of champagne or a cocktail or that local delicacy caput trung, that egg white coffee, and you'll experience the authentic insight to the life on the river and the Mekong Delta people. You can sit out on your balcony and appreciate that passing scenery of the luscious landscapes, the rural villages, and the beauty of this area. It's very relaxed as you can watch the daily life as the cruise ship meanders along the river. Now, the ship was built with the environment in mind, so it is all solar panels with the water treated and recycled on board, and there's lots of wonderful seating areas where you can relax on board. And the ship has the state-of-the-art facilities, so we've got the jacuzzi pool on the sun deck with the spa. You could experience a wonderful massage, go to the gym, ladies and gentlemen, or to the library, or the mini golf. So as you would expect, all of those facilities are on board the ship. Now, the food is absolutely delicious. You'll experience that Vietnamese and Khmer food and dine in a stylish area restaurant with an open kitchen where the food is served from. And we also include the free flow house wine, the local beers and soft drinks. And whilst we're talking about food, ladies and gentlemen, the food in Southeast Asia is amazing. And what is wonderful on your Wendy Wu tour, because it's all inclusive, we'll include your breakfast, your dinner and your evening meal. And you'll have some real unique cuisine experiences and sampling the local dishes. So the food is truly a wonderful experience. And as the day turns into night, you'll enjoy a gala dinner and you'll be accompanied with the traditional Vietnamese folk music and dancing, and lots of entertainment and activities taking place on board. Now, the show excursions are fantastic, and these will give you a real glimpse into the authentic local life and the opportunity to interact with the locals and their captivating culture. You'll discover the famous floating markets, and it is fascinating what exhibits of the traditions and cultures of the region that you'll see on the floating market. You'll take a sampan and explore the islands where you can visit the traditional cottage industries, and you'll see the locals net weaving, making the incense craft sticks. You'll see the wood carvers, they're making the traditional clay pottery, making the local rice cakes, which are delicious. There's so many wonderful excursions to enjoy. We visit a silk village where you'll witness all of the labour intense steps of producing this fine textile, including the use of the natural dyes made from the tree bark and the leaves and the fruit. And it is really fascinating, and the locals will show you and how they do it, and you'll be really immersed in their culture. We also take you to the Plum Wine Distillery where you can sample that wonderful plum wine and the hospitality of the area. The locals are so friendly and have natural beauty, and you'll meet so many different ethnic minorities. And this image was taken off an iPhone of two young girls in the area we visited, and they were catching toads on the river banks. And some of the areas we visit, ladies and gentlemen, have been so undiscovered by Westerners. The children hadn't seen Westerners on the island before, so you really will get into such immersive cultural experiences on your Wendy Wu tour, and you really won't want to leave our ship Victoria Mekong, but we have to, and there's so much more still to experience. As we say farewell, we'll enjoy that final cocktail on board, and you'll be entertained with a thrilling lion dance. And then we'll go on to explore those Coochie tunnels and learn about that fascinating history of the excavations by the Viet Cong, and have the opportunity again to experience some of the tactics used during the Vietnamese War. We'll go on and visit that enchanting town of Hoi An, where again we'll meet some of the local people and be immersed in some of the cultural activities that are taking place in these charming areas and enjoy having a cup of tea with the locals. We'll visit that historical area of Saigon, where again some of the most magnificent buildings and architecture and sights you'll experience. And we'll visit that wonderful Japanese bridge. And you'll experience that exhilarating cyclo ride through Hanoi's Old Quarter and see those colourful colonial buildings, the bustling streets, and explore the graceful home of the cultural treasures in the galleries. And it's here where you again can experience that wonderful traditional local delicacy, kapu trung, which is that egg white coffee. And with all your Wendy Wu Tours, we have the most spectacular experiences for you, and you'll be taken to that open air performance celebrating the rich history of northern Vietnam with the quintets of Tonkin Show, which is staged on the water. And of course, the most spectacular, stunning place, Ha Long Bay. And this jewel of the north is such a popular destination as you can watch the sunrise. You'll have the opportunity to experience that enchanting, timeless world of underground caves on the island. And that will bring us to the end of this tour. And there's so many wonderful highlights to experience. So I do hope you've enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen, and we see you very soon.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now jetting off to the other side of the world. Yes, we are going to meet our China guides, and they have got a very, very special Happy Chinese New Year message for you.
Happy Chinese New Year! Goodbye the red of 2020. Welcome 2021, the good and hard-working ox. We're so happy to send this message to you, our dear friends, old and new, at this special occasion. Even though you're 1,000 miles away, you're in our hearts and in our thoughts. Just like you have missed traveling the world, in 2020, we have missed you, our customers, so much. China was where COVID attacked first, but it is now the safest place. It is our greatest hope that with the most impressive implementation of vaccinations in the UK, life will soon be good for you too, so that you can travel for joy and experience the wonders of the world with us once more. On behalf of Wendy Wu Tours China team and our guides around the world, we wish you a very prosperous new year with great, healthy, wealthy, and joy of travel. We look forward to welcoming you in China,
in Japan,
in Southeast Asia,
in India,
in Central Asia,
Middle East,
in Latin America. Let's make a date. See you in autumn 2021 and in 2022.
Happy Chinese New Year!
新年快乐!
So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a real privilege to be with you today, and we hope you enjoyed this destination as much as we do. Wonderful to be connected, to see you all and to share with you all the exciting news about this destination, the experiences, and of course, those fantastic special offers. Free worldwide flights, no single supplements, and of course, free VIP airport lounge access. So now we are coming to the best part. It's the party room. And this is where you're going to be able to meet the experts behind the scenes, ask lots of questions, find out more about these fascinating countries, and of course, hear more about those offers. Plus, because it's a party, you're going to meet lots of like-minded people. So just close your Zoom page and the party room will open up for you. And do remember, you can ask questions at any time throughout this. And hey, because we want to see you, please do remember to switch on your video in the bottom left-hand corner of your Zoom screen. And whilst you're at it, just hit the mute as well and unmute yourself when you want to ask a question. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Thank you, it's been great, and look forward to seeing you in the party room. See you there.